Welcome back to the Mark45 podcast. It's episode 50, and we have our guest here today, Syndio Chun.
It's Chun.
Syndio Chun.
It's okay.
He is 6'4", 6'5", Korean, talented, and he's gonna be here on our podcast today. So, how are you doing, Syndio?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm a little nervous right now. I know this is a prestigious podcast, so
Prestigious?
yeah, I'm a little
How so?
nervous, but you know.
Have you seen any of our previous stuff?
Yeah, I saw that episode with you guys and Chris. That one was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny, but I just wish your audio wasn't cooked.
Yeah, and I saw the Marcus one too. The Marcus one was pretty good.
You guys were talking out of a toaster or something.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But yeah, we have everyone's favorite Korean right here. He is
nobody's favorite Korean.
Nah, well,
Yeah,
okay,
there's a lot of
fine. You're the
Koreans.
tallest Korean I've definitely
Okay.
met. I've never. How? What's exactly your height?
My height is well, I thought it was 6'3", but I've been lying to people. I'm 6'2", actually.
It's an estimate. You're just
Yeah,
rounding it.
Yeah,
Just
rounding it up.
Yeah. Well, unlike most of our episodes now, we tend to have a format, but I think freestyling has been working better lately.
Okay.
So
Amazing.
we'll just go with the flow,
Yeah.
see what's there. Where can we find this guy? Well, for starters, you were in the documentary.
I was in the documentary,
You were
yes.
One
Yeah.
of the people there. And it's been 4 months now since it's out. So if you still haven't watched it yet, what are you doing? Go watch that. And what else were you in? Were you just in that? I think so.
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
don't know if I'm in anything else.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so as there's been a reoccurring theme with the past three guests, just pulling out people from the documentary on here.
Right.
But yeah, and also from the four of us here, you've definitely spent the longest time at the church.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure Marcus has spent more time at our church than I have.
really,
I've been at the church for 17 years.
when did you come in?
7 plus 2, so that's 9. I've been here for 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah. So Marcus
Yeah.
has been here longer than I've.
Wow, you're Unc.
But I was
Veteran.
I was like a little kid for most of it.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of crazy how at one point Darren mentored you.
Yeah, that's wild. He was my leader.
Yeah, he was
Really?
your leader.
Yeah, he was my
Wow,
youth leader.
that's hilarious.
It was so funny.
That's so funny.
So I assume you came in the same year your dad got hired to be a pastor there.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird if I showed up without my dad.
Yeah,
here.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So yeah, I guess we'll just get some insight. Coy was just playing Fortnite in the other room.
It's okay.
Yeah, and yeah. So, how are you feeling? What's it like? What's it like being in the church life?
I'm feeling good. I like our church quite a bit. I like what we've been doing recently. It feels like it's been more community oriented, which is always great. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Just fantastic.
Yeah, it's just great.
Just good vibes all
Yeah.
around.
Great vibes.
I mean, with the amount of time you've been to church, been at this church,
Yeah.
you've definitely seen it grow.
Yeah.
What was it like when you first started compared to now?
So when I first started, it was 2016 or something. I came here, and our church was pretty vibrant when I first came here. And then I got baptized. And then right after we got baptized, we left. So we left the church a year after I got baptized. And then once we came back, it was a totally different place, because it felt a little bit like a ghost town almost, because we had half the people, I think even less than half. It was a fourth of the people that we had when I was in church last time. So yeah, when I came back, it was a really weird transition back into the church, because it just felt like where is everybody, what's happening? And even the people who were there were different, so recently it's been starting to come back to a more vibrant state, obviously pretty different than what it was before, but still vibrant and joyful and stuff like that. And I think a large part of that is because of you guys,
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because
Appreciate it.
it's very encouraging to see you guys do what you're doing.
I was kind of influenced or pushed to join you guys through Darren, because have I shared this before? Like before this church, like my church life was dead, completely dead.
I think you mentioned
Yeah.
So like pandemic hit, everyone stopped going to church. My old church, which is editor bleep that out. So I used to go there. But then as soon as the pandemic hit, like I just didn't go because obviously everyone was isolated, but then there was no motivation to go back after. And then I think late 2022 was in there. Is like, you should start coming back to like fellowship and stuff. And then, I mean, one of the things he said was, there's going to be people you're familiar with at this church. You were one of them, obviously. So I think I warmed up to you guys. I don't know, I need an outside perspective. Was I
warmed up.
Yeah,
I warmed up? Okay.
Well warmed up.
Boiling.
Boiling.
As warmed up as it gets, yeah.
All right, sick. And then so I guess that was I was like, that gave me the reinsurance, and then soon after Thailand came. Honestly, at this point I'm still surprised that they're like, yeah, we want you to go, even though I wasn't a member yet at that point.
Yeah.
But I think through that, great stuff came out of it. Obviously, our like big baptism thing, which was monstrosity.
Yeah.
But it worked out. And then there's obviously the documentary itself, which I am going to just dive in a little bit. I mean, we're like, what, 4 months past its release, so it's like, it's definitely quieted down. In terms of how much money it made, I think I'll reveal it now.
Yes.
How much?
It's made $125.
What? $125? That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
It's like 25 Big Macs.
Yeah.
25 Big Macs, yeah. And yeah, I mean, for us, it was our first missions trip, and I wanted to do something big with it, so I'm glad it turned out well. But what's interesting is that this wasn't your first rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
You've done
No, it wasn't my first rodeo.
a prior, like a trip before that, right? So Thailand was your second mission trip.
Yeah.
So what was the first trip like, and how different was it compared to Thailand?
Yeah, well, so the first mission trip I went to, I got like hardcore carried because I didn't really have to do much because the people I went with were very not experienced, because it was everybody's first time actually. So all 7 of us it was our first time, but the people who went were super outgoing, and I don't know, they're Filipino, so they're like very like just like warm, friendly people, which I wasn't at the time. And so when we went, they had a very easy time getting people to engage with them. And yeah, it was just more of like a spectator experience. And when I went this time, obviously it was still lack of experience, but I think we had, first of all, a much more difficult mission trip because we were in Mesa, and then we've never done that before. And I think we were also like new to each other. I mean, that group has been together, like they've been friends since they were like literally children.
So you really were like the odd one out.
Yeah, I was the odd one out. I was like a total spectator. And then our group was just, everybody was kind of new to each other, which in some ways I liked a lot more because it didn't feel like, it felt like when we did stuff, it actually had like some sort of purpose. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'm like recency bias, but I really like our mission trip a lot more just because it felt like we did a lot more,
I think we also went to like so many new places. Uncharted territory.
Yeah.
So I think it made it seem a little more like explore.
We definitely looked like rookies doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because you were in the documentary, I got to ask you this. Like, how did you find the whole process of, making this thing? Obviously, all you did was just sit there and answered questions.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, about the documentary?
Yeah.
Documentary was fun. I have zero like media presence, and so doing that was, I think, the biggest challenge of the entire mission trip was like trying to sit in front of a camera and say stuff. Yeah, it was quite difficult, but I liked how the documentary turned out.
I can definitely attest to its difficulty.
Yeah.
If you found that difficult, imagine how what I was going through making it.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately it turned out well. Yeah. What I do wish though, that it would probably be nice if it was cut down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too long.
Yeah.
It's like it's in between the length of Endgame and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's like right in the middle point. Yeah. So it is a little like not so digestible compared to the like, you know, what traditional documentary would be like 40 minutes or an hour. Yeah. So I think going into what's next, Mexico is up next. Yeah. So I purposely gate-kept any announcement regarding any follow-up to Thailand until we were filming this because I wanted to say, like, we're not stopping. We're going to have a follow-up to it, and the next location...
Mexico.
Is Mexico.
Nice.
But the thing is, we're going to have pretty much an entire new cast, an entire new team. You're not going, unfortunately. Well, you have your reasons. Well, we don't need to talk about that. I'm curious because you have gone to a mission trip already. Yeah. So you've done 2 already. This is going to be our second one.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give us going forward into our second mission trip?
So second mission trip is really when you got to lock in, because the first time is like, the first time is fun, honestly. When I went to my first mission trip, it was really just fun. I had that like bewilderment of like, wow, this is like a new place. Like I've never been outside of North America up until that point. So going to the first mission trip, I was like, you know, exploring like a grand new world that I've never visited before. But then the second time you go, you realize like, oh, okay, I'm not here, you know, just for fun, but it's also like, the community has asked me to come here to assist them in what they're doing, right? And I think that mentality is so important. And also the second thing is like what you learn, like being conscious of the fact that whatever you learn here, you want to bring back to Canada, because in a very large sense, the mission trip largely feels like it's for us too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the help that we give is like kind of minimal compared to what the group there is already doing, right? Fair. And so we're really there to assist them and also learn from them, right? Learn how other Christian communities do what they do, you know? It's not like a colonization mission where we go out and we try to, you know, spread the gospel to the masses. It's really just we're there to help and learn, which is, you know, what you want to do with any community that you visit, is to help them and also learn. Yeah,
I think that's pretty solid advice.
Yeah.
Well said.
And
thank you.
It's much shorter this time. It's only it's technically like it's 3 days. It's 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah,
it's like 4 days.
First day and last day are spent traveling.
Yeah.
So definitely it's going to be, I think it's going to happen a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And then what you said about taking away stuff, it's probably going to be faster as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to go by quick, which is actually why I'm going to announce how I'm going to present this after.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Really? There's like 2 announcements today. First of all, you announced how much money you made.
Yep.
Cool.
This follow-up to Thailand is not going to be another documentary. Instead, it's going to be a TV series.
Ooh, what? That's crazy.
Mind-blowing.
That's crazy, dude.
5 days, 5 episodes.
5 episodes?
Roughly,
Cool.
I'm roughly like looking at like 20 to 30 minutes each episode.
It's amazing.
Wow. It depends on how much we do and how much is filmed. Because I learned quite a bit with Thailand, as in it's always better to have more than not enough.
Yes. Yeah.
But in Thailand, we just did so much stuff that I had to sacrifice some of the things that happened in the documentary that was not shown. For example, we had a karaoke night.
We did.
We sang that entire sequence is not mentioned in the documentary. Like, I wish we did, but the thing would be like 5 hours long if I did. So some sacrifices had to be made. So going into this one now, this Mexico TV series, which I won't say the name yet. It's just going to follow the theme, which you can probably stitch the name together from the theme. So it's gonna be it's gonna stay on YouTube again. YouTube and Amazon, same thing, except the obviously the way it's gonna be presented is different because it's gonna be by episode. So it's gonna be a weekly drop, pretty much. A 5-episode series is relatively short, as like the same length as like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So I think it's gonna be not so challenging to make this time, because I think the entire mission trip as a whole isn't as aggressive as Thailand. We only have 4 meetings altogether in total. Ooh. Just 4 meetings to prep for it. Not a lot of meetings. So
for
like
Mexico?
Yeah.
4 meetings.
It's gonna be way more chill. Way more chill this time.
Wow.
And
okay.
Yeah, there's gonna be 1 dance, 1 choir piece, and is there gonna be any pantomimes?
I have to do that.
You have to do that.
I have to leave it, bro. I have to find it.
Nice. Oh, I hated this.
So there is going to be content.
There is.
So I can make something
Yep.
into this TV series.
2.5 hours of beautiful content.
Exactly. Obviously, any more details regarding that, I don't even know yet. So I have nothing to tell you yet. So obviously it's just May.
Yep.
We're still in
So much time.
the planning phase. But I'm hoping it won't be as stressful as Thailand was this time. So wait, your first trip was also Thailand, right?
Yeah, my first trip was also
So you haven't been to Mexico at all. You don't know what to expect.
No, I haven't been to Mexico. Yeah.
So it's gonna be new for you.
Yeah. I really wanted to go to Mexico actually.
Yeah.
Well. I like the food, but yeah.
It is what it is, but yeah. I want to end off this like church segment with just this one more question, which is like, at what age were you baptized? Because you got baptized really early on.
16. I was baptized at 16. Yeah.
So what was your like reaction to seeing the many of us all taking baptism at the time after Thailand of all times?
Yeah. I think for me, when I saw you guys got baptized, I was like super proud, even though we're like the same age. So it's kind of weird to be proud of someone who's the same age as you, but I was very like proud to see that. And I remember when I got baptized, part of the reason why I got baptized was because like, oh, I've hit my lowest point in life and I've recovered from it, and so I have a reason to be baptized. And then I was like, that's as bad as it gets, but then it gets so much worse once you get baptized. And then it's just like, yeah, not to scare you off, but not to scare you off, but there are gonna be times where your like faith or whatever is really, really tested, and in that sense, I'm worried, but at the same time, I want to let you guys know that I'm here for you if you have anything that you're struggling with, because this is what my dad said, once you give your life to God, then that opens the door to both God and Satan to actually come into your life and try to influence you. And so it's really important that once you're baptized, that's really like you saying that I want to start my Christian life. Not that, baptism is not the peak. It's just like the beginning, and then you'll reach your actual peak and like, I don't know when. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
I think that's definitely words of encouragement. And how about like to anyone who's watching who's not baptized yet?
For anyone who's watching,
I gotta milk this.
who's not baptized. If you're not baptized, like don't feel like you have to rush into it. I would say, like, really actually consider, do I want to be a Christian? Is that something that I resonate with? Is that something that I want to do? Is there a calling is there a calling for me to become a member of this community? And if that is the case, then I would strongly advise to consider baptism. But otherwise, I would suggest like really putting yourself out there in the church, like actually see what's going on, right? And that goes for anything in life. Like if you're interested in computer science, then write a piece of code, like just get down and do something. If you're interested in Christianity, go out and actually do something, serve the church to some capacity. Then you can really figure out for yourself what Christianity actually is, and you can make that decision. Yeah, but don't make a decision without having any sort of experience.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
the field, because then it wouldn't be justified in any way. Yeah.
Do you think consultation is necessary, or this is just something people can just decide on their own?
Consultation? I didn't consult anyone.
Okay, well there you go. That's all we need to know.
I'm getting baptized. Yeah. It's up to you. I don't know if you want to consult someone, but there are going to be people, like, especially like if you have non-Christian friends, they might not give you, the best encouragement, or maybe they will give you a lot of encouragement. Who knows? But you got to be independent in what your decision is, right? Because nobody can make that choice for you, especially not your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially not your parents.
Especially.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be one of those that borrow your Christianity from your parents, and then like 2 years down the line, once you're out of their house, you just like stop going to church forever. That's like, that sucks for everyone. That sucks for you. That sucks for the parents. That sucks for the church community that you're from. So really like focus on finding your own faith.
Because I think in a way you're treating going to church like a chore.
Yeah. Or a chore, or a way to like make your parents happy,
Yeah.
which is a noble thing, and it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's not you. So it's not sustainable.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. All right. One more thing. I just thought of this.
Yeah.
I need your brutally honest review
Yeah.
of the documentary.
Brutally honest review of the documentary.
Honest.
Brutally
I liked it.
honest.
I thought it was very unique. Yeah, I don't know if I have any like criticism. I think some of the music drops were kind of funny, like the song choices for some scenes, and it was only some scenes. Only some scenes.
Which scenes?
I don't know
curious.
any of the songs that have like EDM music that that play.
The edit parts?
Oh no, the edit parts are like avant-garde, it's like very like unique. I thought that was like it's very endearing, but like just the music. Yeah. But other than that, I thought it was shot well. It was fun to watch. I thought the interview portion was very well directed, and yeah, it's a great.
I mean, you would know there was a lot that you said that was not used. Like,
yeah,
everyone had a lot of stuff to say, which is great. Yeah.
I'm really glad it wasn't used. And I watched the documentary again, and I was like, I sound like a. I can't swear on this podcast. I sounded like kind of like a know-it-all, and I was like, watching it, and I was like, I hate this. I never want this to be.
You sounded wise though. You sounded wise.
You did sound wise.
I'm not wise. I'm very not wise.
I mean,
I'm gonna say that to the camera. I'm not very wise.
You had the most like meaningful stories that came out of it.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I think the highlight. Have you seen the review my professor wrote for the documentary?
No, I haven't.
I think I copy and pasted it onto the group chat, but
he was glazing you.
he was glazing you.
Me? What did I do?
Because he highlighted he highlighted the scene of you meeting that guy who resembled your brother.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Whoa, that was such a touching scene."
Yeah.
Like it's so cool to see like stories like this and giving people like more of a spotlight, who often may not have a spotlight. Yeah. So you, Marcus, and Chris, the three of you were kind of treated like the protagonists, the main characters of the documentary. I think I fit more in like a narrator role, and then everyone else is just supporting characters, which is not. I'm not saying that to discredit them. Like they're
supporting characters.
They're supporting characters, but definitely I don't know. I feel like you three had the most screen time. To be fair, I only edited like an hour and 30 minutes of it. So the other portions, I don't know how it was decided. Yeah. But after watching the complete cut, I'm like, I think I know who the protagonists are in here.
So you got main character energy.
You do got main character energy.
I couldn't watch it. Like I watched like the first like 20 minutes of it, and I just couldn't stand like seeing myself.
I mean, it's fair. Like it's often hard to see work of yourself in it. It's something you gotta train yourself out of. Like when I started doing YouTube, like I couldn't bear it.
Yeah.
And even today, I watched back some of my old videos. I'm like, God, what am I doing? Why do I sound like this?
Yeah.
But you just keep doing it, and then you'll slowly like
Exposure.
get used to it. Yeah. So it takes time. So out of 10, what would you give the documentary?
Out of 10, what would I give the documentary? Well, judging by the fact that you're making a TV show, so there's still room. There's always room to improve. I'll give it like an honest 8.
I'll take it. That's a good score. That's a good
Yeah.
score. An honest 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess this is a great transition. While Coyle's getting cooked in Marvel Rivals over there, let's talk about because we're talking about documentaries, films, TV shows.
Yeah.
You have a special project.
Oh, I do. I have 4 special projects on the way. Yeah.
Let's dive into it. I'm curious because this is
Okay.
now your chance to shamelessly plug it all, promote
Yes.
it,
Oh, that's
promote
fantastic.
the heck out of it.
Yeah. So I got a couple films on the way. They're all shot over the course of 2 years, and it was with my lovely film friends at UBC. So the first film that's being released is called, I'm not set on the name, but it's called Preachers of America. And it's about, I don't want to spoil the
Well, what's like the log line of it?
the log line. It's just a sermon.
It's a
Yeah,
sermon.
It's a sermon.
Okay.
That's on Letterboxd. That's what you'd see in the plot section. It's a sermon, but there is a twist to it, which you'll see when you watch it.
Yeah, where can people watch this?
You guys can watch this on YouTube. Probably I'll probably post it on YouTube after I do like a physical screening, which will probably happen around and within UBC.
Okay.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, that film is like super fun. The main actor, Skylar, like I don't know, just like brilliant. And you can totally see, like I would send him like videos of pastors. Like, do you know Joel Osteen? Or like, who's the other one? Kenneth Copeland.
Oh,
You know,
Kenneth
those
Copeland,
like
yes.
mega pastors
Yeah,
who are like
yeah.
freaky, like they're scary.
There was this other guy. I forgot.
Is that the guy?
He
that
and
bought
his
a plane?
son.
Yeah, he bought a plane and he was like,
I had to. It was so cheap.
I have to get it. Yeah.
There was this pastor who's like pretty big. He's like David something. Like he and his son.
Oh,
They make like Christian content and they're really big.
David Copeland.
I think
Is it
so.
Cliff and Stewart.
Ah, that's his name.
Cliff and
No,
Stewart.
but those guys aren't mega pastors though.
No,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not.
those guys are chill.
They're just celebrities, I guess.
No, I'm talking like
The ones that buy like planes and stuff.
Yeah,
Because God told them to.
the scary pastors. Yeah, and we would just watch like hours of footage of like pastors doing that, and I'm pretty sure both of us kind of went insane watching those things because it is horrifying to watch sometimes. But I think they nailed it like super hard throughout the film. So that's the first film coming up. The second film is The Woodcutter. It's called The Woodcutter. It's based on a Korean folktale about a woodcutter winds up in the forest and he sees a deer, and the deer is injured, and instead of killing it, the woodcutter decides to let it go. And the deer is like, in return, I'm going to give you a wife, right? And the wife is in, this lake, go to this lake. But all you have to do is hide her wings. So steal her wings and hide it from her. So the woodcutter does just that, and then they get married. And then, like, there's multiple versions of the endings. Like, one ending's he goes to heaven and to like see his mom, and then he comes back down, and then the horse gets shot down, like the Pegasus he's riding, and then he falls off, and he's
That's dark.
and he's stuck to roam the earth forever, and every morning he cries in the forest, and that cry is the rooster cry that you hear every morning. So it's one of those folk tales that explain a certain phenomenon. So it's trying to explain why roosters cry every morning, and it's because the rooster is actually a woodcutter who has been cursed. And
that's actually really cool.
It's a really cool story. Yeah. And I've kind of used it to talk about sort of kind of a discussion on like incel culture. Like, you know, do you know what incel culture is?
Maybe on paper, like just the name, but like the actual meaning of it, I'm not sure.
It's like a community that like really believes like that women like only exist for like guys.
Oh, incel culture.
Incel, yeah.
I said insult.
Oh, yeah, I heard
No,
insult.
no,
No, I heard insult too.
Insult culture. I'm in insult culture. Yeah. But basically just talking about that, and you know, just a criticism about
incels.
Yeah, incels, and also just to retell like this really cool story that not a lot of people know of. That one's the highest budget. It was about $3,000 to make off my own pocket because I was working at the time. But I think it paid off, and I think the costumes and stuff, it looks pretty sick.
Your films will be monetized, right?
I don't think so. I do it for the love of the craft, love of the game, love of the game.
Because I was thinking like you could probably like there is a chance you can make back the investment from it.
If I make back the investment, that would be so amazing. That would be fantastic. But I'm not banking on it because GoFundMe.
Rising
Nobody's
director.
No. When at your screenings, you just do a donation box.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be good. I'm considering it. The third film. The third film is Ghost by the Pond. I'm not gonna say my feelings on it because I feel like it might offend the people who worked on it. But it's not my favorite of the four. But it does feature some amazing performances by the actors and some great cinematography. It was just like my script. I mean, I borrowed it. I kind of changed some stuff about the original script because I thought it was like not really working. And then it turns out a little bit worse. So like not a big fan of how I wrote that film, but everybody else did an amazing job, and that's why I'm releasing it. About a guy shows up to a party. You know, like every student film is about a guy showing up to a party. And I'm pretty sure I have one more. I have another film. This one's called The Beholder. It's about a serial killer who takes eyes. So he takes people's eyes.
How are you executing that?
They just take the eyes.
Practical effects.
Yeah.
All right.
Practical effects. Yeah, and it's about a police team trying to catch the guy. So, yeah, and I think this is the podcast to announce that I'm also like done making films.
Oh,
so it's just those four. But I am.
Retiring?
Yeah, I am retiring.
I mean, you cranked out like 4 projects in one. Like,
but
so
I am
fair.
making one more. It's in the works. It's about a therapist who like falls in love. It's a weird relationship. Falls in love with their client, but the client is a very bad person, and she knows that.
But she can't help herself.
Yeah. That makes it sound like a dark romance. It's not a dark romance. It's very, very much thriller. But yeah, I'm working on that because I'm shifting more towards music. So I'm working on my own songs. I'm working on producing stuff for other people. So that's sort of the pivot.
I'm so glad you brought up music, as we will talk about that a little bit later on this episode.
I love music.
All right. So just to recap, the one that's coming out soon is
Preachers of America.
How long is it, roughly?
Like 15 minutes.
Oh, it's a short film.
It's a short film. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, like 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure Preachers is 5 minutes. Last time I checked.
And then there's going to be a premiere, I assume.
Yes.
A live premiere, and then obviously if you can't make it, I'm sure it'll be on your YouTube channel.
It will be on my YouTube.
We'll plug your YouTube channel in the description anyway, so like, you just click on his channel and when it.
Yeah, I have films out on my YouTube.
I actually want to talk about some of the films that are out.
Oh, really?
There was one. There was one that came out a few months ago, right?
I saw that one.
Yeah, that one.
Yellow?
It was the thumbnail was yellow.
Love in every language.
Because I promoted it on my main channel.
Yeah.
Where he was like, "Damn, this is fire."
I appreciate. Thank you.
I gotta plug this guy.
Thank you. Yeah, that was shot on an iPhone.
Completely.
Yeah, the whole thing shot on an iPhone, recorded on an iPhone. We had no mics, like nothing. It was just pure iPhone.
So how was the experience of that, making that?
Oh, it was so fun. It was like the most fun I've ever had in my life. I thought the actresses were very good. I had a friend, Finley. He's from Australia, I think. Finlay. He was from Australia, and he was helping me shoot the whole thing, and he was doing like wild movements. Yeah, it was great. It was great. And also, like, I always wanted to shoot something in a different language. That's not just English. Because I feel like English is like the ugliest language to listen to.
Yeah, that's fair. What was the budget on that?
Budget was $0. That was
nice.
Absolutely.
That's
it was
good.
shot on an iPhone. Yeah.
That's good.
So it was completely free. Yeah.
What well, apart from that film, what cameras do you typically use to film?
Oh, okay.
Because I'm curious. Because
Okay,
I
we're
might
getting techie.
I might invest. I'm thinking of investing a Sony FX30 for the Mexico show.
Okay, I use the Sony FX30. Is that a camcorder or
No, it's like it's a cinematography camera.
cinematography? Yeah. Okay, so we use the Sony MX. Is that FX or MX?
FX.
FX something for all of my films.
Okay.
Except the Beholder. The Beholder we use a Alexa Mini, which is
Whoa.
what they shot the Joker with. I think the same camera they shot the Joker with.
I remember seeing the price tag.
Yeah, because my friend had it and he was like for a rental, and then he had to return it on a Monday, but he had it on a Saturday, so we were like, let's shoot it. Let's shoot
It's
something.
such a good camera. Might as
Yeah,
well
it's a great
take
camera.
advantage
It looks
of it.
beautiful. Yeah. So, but yeah, most of it is on the Sony. I shot Alien, which is I think on my YouTube channel. We shot that one on a Canon, like a Canon DSLR Rebel. It's a picture camera, but we use it to film, and it has a very like vintage, nice look to it. I think that's the one I brought to Thailand, actually. Remember, I brought a camera.
I mean, I used it for a lot of the documentary
that's
shots.
That's the one.
So a lot of those like crispy 4K shots you see in a documentary. It's that
oh,
camera.
Yeah.
It's that camera.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking because like I want to change up some of the gear this time going to Mexico. Obviously, without the absence of Chris, I'm gonna lose the really good phone lens he has because a lot of those other shots came from his iPhone. So I was thinking of like maybe investing into a camera like that. That's portable first and foremost, but also shoots really well. Because my old Olympus point and shoot camera, it's nearing its age. It's nearing its time. So like, it's time I should like really get an upgrade.
Yeah.
And I was referenced the FX30 because I have another friend who's actually been on the show, by the way. He also does a lot of these like short film cinematography work. And yeah, I've watched his stuff. I'm like, dang, it's so crispy. It's so cinematic. So I asked him, what camera did you use? And then he brought up that. So I was considering it.
Yeah. Sony's a classic. It's a classic camera. It's great. Yeah.
How many films have you made altogether so far, including the ones that are out?
Including the ones 6, I think.
Six
films. But they're all pretty short, like around 5 to 15 minutes.
Ever thought of doing a full feature length?
If I'm a masochist, I might consider doing a full length. Yeah.
I mean, you did just say you're retiring soon from film, so.
You know what? I would be down for full length, but I don't know. I think me with film, I just have a hard time finishing them. I guess absurdly hard.
So go with a bang, 2-hour film.
A 2-hour film? Oh my gosh. The woodcutter took me 2 years. It's taking me 2 years to finish.
Goodness.
Yeah, because I like edit, re-edit, you know. The audio is not working, so I gotta have the actors redub. It's like, I just hate the editing experience so much.
Now, here's something you might not know about my discography.
Yeah.
I've made films myself.
Really? Yeah.
Fortnite films.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a trilogy that's out.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
And 2 musicals.
Yeah.
It's really just like a concert, but like it's filmed like it's that was like when we were still learning, was like, because that's when the replay feature was first introduced to the game. And so out of all the people, Darren proposed his idea in 2017. He's like, yo, we can make a Fortnite film out of it.
Yeah.
And thus the first film was created. It's so unwatchable. Like I can't go back to it. It's like 40 minutes long. It's called The Beginning. The story it's just in one simple summary. Drift wants to commit massive genocide on default skins, and so there's this default guy named Mike who's put up to the task to stop him. Yeah. And then because we were following the Marvel format, there was then a post-credit scene that would then lead to the second film.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah.
So the second film, Midgard, that film is actually pretty good. I it could be better, obviously, but I wish we did a little bit more stuff. But the story itself is it's a lot stronger than the first film. It was, I like what we did with the opening because I had a friend who was into animating that time. Right. He made a custom, like the Marvel intro. Yeah. He made one, but it's Mark45, and it's just footage of my face, just like doing random stuff. And then later on in 2019, that was when we're like, we got to get a third one. We're going to go all out for this one. This is the final one of the trilogy, The Darkest Hour. Editor put up the posters as I'm talking. And then that film, we went all out for that film. I think, do you remember how much money we dropped in that? I think we dropped almost like $5,000.
$5K on a Fortnite film? What did you buy, dude?
We bought because we went all out. So almost every skin that was dropping in the item shop, we're chucking them in the film.
Oh wow, that's nuts.
Because we had a big army on army action, like big scale battles. Yeah. So the idea was, Ragnarok, the ice guy. He was the antagonist of that story. Yeah. So. Because around that time, around season 8, was when the island was freezing up. So we're like, we got a great story here. Like he's like annexing the island. Yeah. So then there's this resistance that's being formed to like fight back. Yeah. We paid. Well, it's not just skins too, because we also paid a bunch of our classmates to like voice act. I think the total budget ranked up almost up to $5K. Yeah.
Damn,
that's quite an expensive film.
That's crazy.
And the thing is, everything was just shot in game. Like all we did was we hopped into creative mode, acted with emotes and everything, and then you just refilmed it on replay. So that was a really good experience. Yeah. But at that time, I didn't. Obviously, that's so different from doing films in real life.
I don't think it's any less, honestly, because like art is just the limitations, right?
Exactly.
So making like a Fortnite film is just so amazing to me, and I would totally do the same thing if I had that sort of idea, because it's so cool using what you have. Like you have such a limited space within a game, and so being able to make a good film out of that is just like a insane exercise.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's that good, but it was the experience that came with this. Yeah. But if I had to recommend one for you to watch, it wouldn't actually be from that trilogy. It would be the latest one that we put on 2021, which is Sunrise. That one is like, we took all the lessons learned from the previous projects and just really amped it up here.
Nice.
And it actually looks good. Given the entire concert section is all EDM, so I'm not sure that's in your level of music. Because like the whole point, that whole story is there's this big music festival. Yeah. This guy who builds creative maps, he built this music festival stage just for us so we can shoot this film. And then so the idea was like, there's these new characters, but then there's like little references to the trilogy.
Right,
like,
right.
For example, this character's dad was like from like the trilogy, and they're a bunch of teenagers. They want to go to this concert. They want to go to this rave, and then it's like a 20-minute plot that leads up to the actual concert, which is like 45 minutes long of just straight EDM raving. Wow. So you just have like DJ Yonder and like Astrojack and like one other guy. I think it's Power Chord. Those 3 skins just up on the stage doing the DJ emote, just ripping it
for 40 minutes.
For 40, I mean, it's using all BigCityDreams music.
Nice.
We'll talk more about that in a second.
Yeah.
But that's the film I'd recommend.
I will watch it.
Yeah, I will also check that out.
That's the film I want. I mean, you can always check the previous work with the money and efforts spent to like make them. Yeah. But like that's the one I'd recommend.
Yeah.
And then is your Eerie Assumptions one out public?
Yeah.
Okay. he also made a little short film.
On Fortnite.
No. Like with him at my house.
Cool. Yeah. Nice.
Well, it's not really a film. It was like an assignment I had to do. It's like make a sequence of shots.
Yeah.
I did it like, what was it? Like 3 years ago? 2 to 3 years ago.
We shot in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Because it was like a horror film.
Yeah. It was like 2 minutes long or something like that.
You shot with that camera over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who did I play? I was the victim. Yeah, I was getting chased by the serial killer.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Nice.
And then there's a twist at the end.
Yeah, so there you go. We're plugging everyone's project today.
Yeah.
So Marcus, what films do you have?
I got no films. Everyone here is a filmmaker, and I'm just watching them. That's all.
Let's make a Marcus film.
Oh, we should, honestly. Marcus,
I'm
you
down.
scream main character energy.
I'll be the main character, side character. Just play all of them. It'll just be me in the film.
I mean, great, because there was a reason why I brought up the Fortnite films. Yeah. We're bringing that back.
Ooh.
Also as a TV series.
Ooh.
So it's all TV.
Wow.
It's all TV series this time with Mexico, and then also for this. But this one, there's no deadline to it. We're just gonna take our time on it. I mean, you took 2 years to make one of your films, God forbid.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Don't do that.
it might do. I don't know. Like, there is no rush to it, obviously, because you want quality. But the thing with this TV series is it's like a soft reboot because Fortnite has changed so much all these years. It's like it's so unrecognizable now from like chapter 1.
Yeah.
So instead of picking off from the plots and the stories, and then we're just gonna come up with something from scratch. So Darren is currently still working on the story.
Wow.
Because
nice.
like the trilogy, the 3 films, he wrote most of the story.
Wow,
So like
really?
Darren is a creative writer. He comes up with these stories. It's just
Yeah.
the way we executed it was a little bit corny and cringy, but this time with this show, you had a taste of it. You know that film assignment that I had you guys act in? That plot, that story is from that show.
Oh, interesting.
So his character, Kendo,
So I am in a film.
you are the
I'm
main
in a
character.
film now.
You're
I'm
the
in a
main
film
character.
now.
So yep, and then so we're gonna keep that story, but we're gonna change. Obviously, we're gonna change some of the bits. It was just for the sake of the assignment. I was kind of double dipping just to get the assignment done. But at least at the same time, I got you. Actually, I didn't tell you guys, but I got you warmed up into your characters, so I could see, will you be perfect as those characters? And the answer was yes. The answer was yes.
Yeah.
So this TV series is new story, new plot. Maybe we'll bring back some old characters. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And it's gonna be about like a syndicate. The title of it, I won't reveal it yet, but it's your character, same story. You know, parents disappeared. Your brother went away to find the parents, but you've never heard back from him, and that's along. I think we're aiming for 8 episodes. So throughout the 8 episodes, that's gonna be the story of Kendo trying to find. Now, obviously, with the assignment, obviously my final film project. That's like episode 7, so you kind of know the plot twist already.
Okay.
Because I was testing bits of the story there, so that obviously so it was very condensed with my school stuff. But with the actual project, it's gonna be more fleshed out, developed. So yeah, there you go. You got punked. Yeah.
Amazing.
So yeah. Any idea? Do you have any like other ideas of like what you want to do now that you're like gonna move on from film?
Oh, what I want to do? Well, I have a comic series that I really want to write.
You're a big comics guy.
Yeah. I mean, I love. I've been picking up watching anime again. Like it's been a while. So I watched.
What are some good shows?
Oh, good shows. Recommendations.
It's gonna get controversial.
I'm watching all the basic stuff right now because I haven't watched them. So I used to watch like more niche shows like I don't want to name it because somebody in the comments is like, that's not niche. It's not niche. So I watched like Noragami. I used to really like Noragami. That one's about like gods and stuff. I also watched Psychopaths. Psychopaths was really cool. Tokyo Ghoul, like a couple episodes. But now I'm watching. I just finished Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is like a phenomenal show. I love that show. And I've just started Attack on Titan.
All right.
And I've never seen it before.
You haven't got the spoilers yet?
I haven't got many spoiled. I've got spoiled about a couple things.
Yep.
But not everything, which has been super engaging, and I really like the show so far. Yeah, so just after watching that, I'm like very interested in comics again, and what motivated me to actually write one was, it's kind of funny. It's the Punk Child Marvel Rivals magic skin, like that whole aesthetic of like this grungy like rock star look, but it's also like, I don't know, with like cool weapons and stuff. It sounds so amazing to me. So yeah, I'm very interested in making a comic based on that kind of aesthetic. And yeah, that and music, and that's about it. And working.
Can I give you an idea?
Yeah.
I think if you have the resources and the connections, I think you can then turn those comics you write into like animations, into stories.
Yeah, and that would be so fire, but I gotta actually finish something. And that's the biggest hurdle with me, is like finishing stuff, because I would start something and it's like really good, and then it takes 2 years for me to like actually reach a point where I'm like, okay, I'm satisfied with this and I can put it out there.
Have you ever collected and read comics in your time?
Yeah, so I really like Batman comics, so I read a bunch of Batman comics. I'm sure you guys know Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love those comics, and he's from Toronto actually, so from the same city I was born in.
Oh, I think he came to Fan Expo at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love
He might
that
come
guy.
back. Here, I'll let you know.
Yes, please. I love that guy so much. Yeah, Scott, like anything from Brian Lee O'Malley I read. I also really liked some older Spider-Man comics. Yeah, but mostly Batman comics. I think I've read like all the big ones.
All right.
Yeah.
From one comic man to another.
Yes.
What are some comics would you recommend this guy, Santos?
I only read Transformer comics
Oh, cool! I didn't even know Transformers had comics. That's crazy.
because I collect Transformer toys.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I also collect the comics.
Yeah.
I used to read Marvel comics, like the 90s ones.
Yeah.
I have like this huge box set of the Infinity Gauntlet saga.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so I read like 50% of it.
Nice.
So I haven't got back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would recommend those ones.
Yeah,
like
the
Infinity Gauntlet, like
Yeah.
issue 1 to
Yeah.
like whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't Infinity War the story based off
Yeah.
the Infinity Gauntlet comic? Yeah. So like,
Yeah, I definitely need to.
It starts with Gauntlet, then War, then something else.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need
And
to
then
read
also-
more Marvel.
And also I gave you a big pile of comics.
From Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, no, also from my own collection
Oh,
too.
yeah.
There's a bunch of like Star Wars comics now that are out too. Also,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
free
yeah,
comic day. Yeah, free comic book day. You should definitely check it out because like I haven't done it before. I did it for the first time to help this guy pick up some comics, and yeah, the tables are like big. They're like
Yeah.
stacked with
Yeah.
comics, and because it's free, like wow, you like the options are like it's hard to choose.
Yeah.
Like they all look so good.
Yeah.
But the limit was like 4 per person, so I gotta be selective. So yeah, I would recommend if you want to get back in the comics game. Like I'm not too into it. I feel like coming from you, it'll probably be better. But yeah, I think it's a good world to get back into.
Weird. I love comics.
But another
Yeah.
thing that you
Yeah.
said you're getting back into,
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. What about it?
So yeah, like what are your plans for your music? Like what's happening?
Plans for music. I'm trying to drop a single. I've been making music for almost a decade. Like I think about 7 years now. And so I've gotten to a point where I'm liking the instrumentals that I'm making, but the problem is my voice. Like my voice is terrible. So
Oh yeah.
it's been a struggle to find a genre that actually fits my particular voice, which is always the biggest struggle. So hopefully I can have a single out by the summer, and maybe like an EP or an album.
EPs are like the norm now these days.
Yeah,
there's
most of them are
there's more
EPs than albums
now.
Definitely. Yeah, but I don't know. So I've just been like experimenting, doing stuff with it.
I feel like from what I'm hearing from you, it sounds like you could take like the DJ route. You know, a lot of the big name DJs, they don't sing on their songs. They get other artists on there.
That's true. Yeah.
Actually, a part of a reason why I do follow like Chainsmokers. I'm sure you know. Is because they first started just like classic DJs producing the beats, getting songs on it. But then one of their members, Drew, he starts singing on his own on the songs, and I think Closer was the first one he sang.
Oh, really? Wow.
So I think that's what intrigued me from the start. I'm like, oh, so DJs can sing on their own songs.
Yeah.
And then since then they followed up with more and more songs of Drew singing on it instead of getting other artists. Like it's that concept I think is so much better now because you can hear their work stamped on the track itself. Because not everyone's got a producer brain. Some people just listen to music and hear the instrumental and the vocal and the singing. Exactly, that's it. So I think that's definitely a route you can consider, honestly.
Yeah.
Like not everyone's vocally talented. I need to speak for myself. Like it's a lot of experimentation for sure.
Definitely.
So what kind of genres are you into and what are you trying to
Am I into or am I trying to produce?
I guess both.
So I'm really into most of my life I've been into like rap. Like I've just listened to all the like hip hop stuff. Recently I've been branching out towards more electro pop. So I really like Porter Robinson.
He's good.
He used to make EDM, but his latest album was a lot of like pop rock stuff. It's great. It's like super, super fantastic. I also like some of the more like newer rap artists coming out. So like there's like Two Hollis, like Netspend, like these people have a very like interesting sound. It's very weird, but I'm a big fan of it. And I also like, like artists like Biba Doobie. I went to her concert. I wish I wore the shirt, but
you bought the shirt?
Yeah, I bought the shirt. I bought the Biba Doobie shirt. It's the ugliest shirt ever, but it's like, and it was like $70.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was the white one with the blue.
Oh, the random drawing.
Just a terrible one. But I bought it, and it looks good with jorts. So if you're anybody out there who's struggling to style it, just wear it with jorts. It's fire. I mean, I love Biba Doobie. I like what she's doing as well. And so I've been kind of gravitating to making that kind of music where it's more like indie pop stuff.
Indie pop,
yeah. It's fun. Yeah, it's great.
So I mean, you mentioned this before we started rolling the cameras. Like you would love to like try live DJing.
Oh,
get behind the DJ booth.
I don't know. Like I that's more like I wish I could do that kind of thing. Like I wish I could play the guitar, but am I ever gonna try to pick up a guitar and learn it? Probably not.
I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, no, he's great at it. He's great at it. Please go to
please do not check that out.
And search up
do not
Easter Sunday.
He's editor bleep that out.
So
they wouldn't even know where to look up.
Search this. Fantastic. Yeah.
So I feel like you're more in the mix then. You're in between genres rather than just sticking to one.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like with any artist, director, singer, anything like that. It's all about finding your own thing.
Have you thought about soundtracking?
I do. I soundtrack my films. So when it
featuring original Syndio music.
Yeah,
that's sick.
The Woodcutter, I composed everything.
Oh, so you can monetize it then. Yeah, you won't have to worry about copyright.
No, there's no copyrighted music in there. I wrote all the songs in it. And yeah, I love composing.
Yeah, because the documentary ain't monetized on YouTube for
probably
pretty obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that actually that's great. That's why a lot of films do stick with original music because they can actually make money off it.
Yeah.
So like soundtracking is great.
Yeah.
How about like gaming music, because that's a whole different world.
Oh,
that's a lot of
stuff. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you guys. I do have one more thing coming out. It's a game. I've been making a game with my friends.
Damn. What the heck?
It is called Cat Bowling. and it's bowling. It's like a cute. I'll
Yo,
show you
we
guys.
gotta-
I'll
we
show you
gotta
guys a
make a video
screenshot
on
later.
this. Yeah, we gotta make a video on this.
It's cat bowling. It's super fun. And I've tried to do some music for it. Mostly I did this like artwork, the sprites, but I'm trying to make some music for it as well. And the whole reason why I started music was because do you guys know Undertale?
Yes.
Like the game Undertale. That game came out, and the music when I first played it and listened to it, I was like, I did not know music can make you feel things.
How do you say it again? Megalovania?
Yeah, Megalovania. Oh my god, that song is like a compositional masterpiece. And so I heard the Undertale soundtrack and I was like, I want to make music. So that's why I started making music. And then, you know, like some of the SoundCloud rappers came out and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool too. And so, yeah, but originally I started out making video game music.
So that's like the genre you're gonna try to like produce into. I assume like you're gonna try to avoid like pop and like.
Yeah, definitely more like pop rock.
Pop rock, yeah. Also, like I can tell you, I mean, this is great. I'm also getting back into music.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
I saw that.
Fantastic. I saw your thing.
So,
Yeah,
like
that sounds great. Yeah.
we first started this music project called. I'm so glad it's called Big City Dreams, not because the first original name is just so corny. I'm so glad.
What was it?
Vibe Vo. So we took
That's kinda
vibe
hard. That's kinda
and
hard.
interval and stitched together.
Oh,
Vibe Vo.
Vival. Oh, okay.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad
yeah,
we
yeah.
changed that name. Like that was a project we started in I think I want to say 2019 and shock. Darren started it again. A lot of these great ideas.
He
came
loves
from Darren.
singing. He wants music.
A lot of these great ideas
Yeah.
came from Darren, and it was me, him, and like this other person. It was one of those like late night conversations. The third person, who I will not name, was going through some relationship drama, some stuff, and you know that idea sort of circulated. Oh, why don't we do music about it? It sounds so cheesy, but like that's literally the origin of it.
Starts.
That's literally how it started. And then we started with covers first. The very first track that came out was a cover of Listen Before I Go by Billie Eilish. And then later we evolved, because obviously I was learning how to produce for the first time. And I made this pretty, I don't want to say cheap, but it's like a basic beat, which then turned into a collaboration with one of our old friends from another school. He under the name Little SBC, so shout out. He had this song which he performed for his talent show, which was It was a Drake song, I forgot, but he renamed it to Master Snitch because it's the same exact beat, but he rewrote lyrics to it just for the parody of it. And then we banged out a song with him in 29. Like that was like I think that was our third song. Yeah, and then I think up to this day, that song, if I had to define the project, that's the song I'd use. It's called Old Friends. We shot a music video on it. It has 27,000 views.
Nice. What?
That's
massive.
I might show it in a second, but then since then, we had some more tracks that came out. I can't define an exact genre because I don't know. We had EDM, we had pop, we had rock. It was kind of all over the place. So when you say you're like exploring different genres, I understand what you're going through because we did the exact same thing. And then 2021, after 2021 was when the last song came out. And then since then, University became a thing. And we kind of just dispersed. And then, we kind of just gave up on the music thing as a whole. I had other things to like, I was going to put my focus on just my main YouTube channel. But then after Thailand, I was like, no, I didn't want to completely abandon the label because we signed with a label.
Really?
Yeah, we're signed with a label, TuneCore, and like that's why our music is even on Spotify and other like streaming platforms. And so this is literally on the flight to South Korea. Like with the beginning of our trip, it was obviously a very long flight. There was not much to do. So I wrote some stuff. I wrote some lyrics.
Nice.
We were in an airplane in the sky. So a lot of the themes of those lyrics came from, being in the air, feeling that sense of serenity, calmness. And then obviously my focus was filming for the documentary throughout the trip, so I kind of just left that aside. But then after we came back from Thailand, after the documentary was done, we kind of revisited that again. Now, in the actual documentary, there's 2 songs featured, 2 unreleased songs. I don't think those would come out, so those will just stay in the documentary. There's just some labeling issues. I'm not entirely sure, but we have an actual new song coming up this Friday. By the time we're filming this, it drops on Friday.
Yeah. All right.
So
That's crazy.
to give you some,
Can we hear it?
To give you some inspiration, as you're exploring your music journey, I figured, why don't we tease it?
All right.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Let's go.
And
That's
also, not just that, but the song that's coming out later on this summer. You're putting out a song in the summer too, like
Possibly, maybe.
honestly, this is a great time to do it.
Yeah.
So you'll hear 2 tracks today, and then maybe I'll show you some of our older stuff, like old friends. That you'll get to see Darren with his sunglasses, looking so nonchalant.
Oh yeah.
Like that was the music video. But there's a reason I brought the speaker out. So I'm gonna give you a teaser.
Let's do it.
I mean, you've heard the track too many times. You're probably hating it by now. So, to give you a bit of context, the one that's coming out, it's called Timeless Dream. I'm sure you saw the Insta post. And
Timeless.
there's something I didn't. Yeah, not the Weekend song. There's something I didn't mention in the post because I wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
It's not just the girl's voice on there.
Yeah. I saw it. It said featuring. I saw that.
And then the next one after, it's called the next track that's coming out later in the summer. It's called Serenity. And you can thank the Thailand trip for these songs like
All right.
being a thing.
Let's
now.
hear it.
All right. This is Timeless Dream.
Fields of silence stretch so wide. Heartbeats sink with the rising tide. Breath of stars in the velvet air.
Very Y2K.
Whispering peace, a world so fair. Echoes call through an endless sky. Wings of calm let my spirit fly. Weightless steps on a gentle stream. Awake inside a timeless dream.
Ooh. That was good.
That's good.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Vocals.
Say some.
Reflections glow on a crystal ledge. Every sigh, every
Oh, layering.
sound holds me deep where I'm unbound.
Ooh.
Classes of light, fears and glows. Colors bloom where shadows don't grow. Stillness hums in a galaxy song. Here's where I belong, all alone. Echoes call through an endless sky. Wings of calm let my spirit fly. Weightless steps on a gentle stream. Awake inside a timeless dream. Footsteps
it's good.
Horizons blend. Time stands still as the rivers bend. Serenity lingers. It holds my place in the boundless, eternal.
Ooh.
It's amazing.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
It's amazing. It's so good. I'm crying right now. I'm so touched.
That was gas. That was actually gas. That was amazing. That was phenomenal. That's getting a clap for
Oh,
me.
I'm so
That's
touched.
amazing.
Oh,
That
wow.
was was amazing. That was so good.
Now, if I did this
Yeah.
live, your ears would hurt.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's great. It's
So
phenomenal.
that's dropping
Yeah.
this Friday.
It sounds legit. It sounds like a
I would listen to that
yeah.
on repeat all night.
That took quite a while to make. Yeah. Yeah. What you think?
I think the vocals were there.
Vocals were there. The vocals were there. Yeah. You didn't produce this, did you?
Well, not entirely. I can't take all the credit.
Yeah. Did you write the song, like the melody?
Yeah, I wrote I think I did the chorus on that plane to South Korea.
Yeah, like write as in like the how the note goes, like you like
Yeah.
wrote that?
Oh, the note itself. No,
Yeah, the
no,
notes.
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
did the words first, then the melody came after.
But you wrote the melody.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nuts. That's actually pretty.
Wow.
That's impressive. That is
Yeah,
impressive.
and then
yeah.
the entire first verse almost didn't happen, obviously,
Yeah.
because it's. I can't really exactly say her actual name because it's part of the agreement,
Right.
for her to stay on the song, but she doesn't want any publicity.
Right.
So it's just her voice.
Yeah.
So I think KSI had a similar situation with one of his songs where he has a female feature,
Yeah.
but he doesn't even credit her because it's
Yeah.
under some agreement or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is a Timeless Dream. By the time you're watching this episode, it's actually I'm guaranteeing it's out already. So you can check it out on Spotify and such. But the next one, pretty sure it won't be out yet by the time you're watching this. So when you plan to put out your track?
My track
Yeah.
when it's done. I don't know when.
No, I just don't want to clash.
No.
Competing.
Don't worry about it.
Nah, put a
Don't worry
collab
about
out
it.
there. Put a collab.
Oh, maybe we'll see. But this one, I think we're aiming for June, end of June, because we want
Fire.
both songs out before I start working on the Mexico
is this
show,
an early
because
release?
it's going to be in the Mexico show, the Mexico TV series. So obviously the songs need to be released first.
Super hot fire.
So this is Serenity.
Let's hear it. Serenity.
Night whispers soft like velvet glow. The moonlight hums where dreams will flow. A quiet hymn in the cooling breeze. Rest the earth in tender ease. Stars collide but no sound breaks. Echoes drift like mirror lakes. A heartbeat steady, calm and low. This is where my spirit goes. Serenity in the calm of the sky. Floating in this, I feel I can fly. Colors painting the quiet of time. Hear the silence, it sings a rhyme. Clouds dissolve as dawn takes flight. Peaceful echoes chase the night.
The change of pace, you can tell.
Horizon stretch and softly fall. The world turns to glitter like my shadow sees. I touch the pulse of boundless peace. Serenity in the calm of the sky. Floating endless, I feel I can fly. Colors dancing in the quiet of time. Hear the silence, it sings around. Serenity in the calm of the sky. Hear the silence, it sings around.
So fire. That's
What a masterpiece.
Obviously, this is much calmer.
yeah.
It seems more like a summer track. That's why it's coming out later in the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
And just, when you're walking down the beach.
The beach,
during
the
sunset.
waves are coming in.
Yep. So that song came out of the flight because we were like in the airplane in the sky.
right.
So I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
describing what I was feeling in that moment.
Yeah.
you know?
Serenity.
Yeah.
So yeah, so those two are actually coming out. I mean, I guess I can briefly share. How far have you got into the documentary? I'm actually curious.
Like halfway. I'd say
Halfway.
halfway.
So
And plus the ending.
was it up to the first Checheng Cell School?
Yeah. I think so.
You might have heard the song then.
I think so. Maybe, but I didn't even process it because it just sounded like a radio song.
Because that song was playing during your Redeemer performance at that school.
For real?
Well, not
Oh,
like
wow.
when you were actually there, but in
Yeah.
the documentary.
Yeah. Huh.
Because I didn't want to play the pantomime tracks over and over again. It would get repetitive. So I would switch it up with a different track. Obviously, like for like the last like fellowship thing we did at Thailand, you guys did Redeemer for the last time. I had some help by Post Malone was playing over that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
switching it up. But I snuck in those two songs. So the first one was during that Redeemer performance, and then the second song was in the credits.
Nice.
That full credit sequence
Huh.
is that song. So, originally, I wasn't actually like on the vocals much. It was we used to have like our third person. She is amazingly good at singing. That's why she sang most of all the tracks. I'll play you both because it's not the full songs for the documentary. Which one do you want to hear first? Lean Into Me or Miracles?
Lean into me.
Yeah.
All right, this one is more on the. I think you heard a small sample of it. You might like this track because it's very produced. Because we had a DJ who did this for us.
Oh, cool. Oh my god. Oh. Holy smokes.
Oh, I've heard this multiple times.
You were set in your own place. You always said that you wanted more. I tried to open your suitcase. You couldn't hear it through your front door. You stood so close you couldn't see it slip away. You can't look back, you can't regret, you never.
I could never produce like this.
You got it, you just lean into me. Just lean into me. But you wanna talk about the weather.
Oh.
Act like you never felt nothing. I'm losing my edge altogether. Or do you just care about money? The drugs only do so much. You I really love you this much, and I wish that you would give up. You stood so close you couldn't see it slip away. You can't look back, you can't regret, you never change. Yeah, I want you got if you just lean into me.
Oh.
There's an edit with this, right? I remember.
Oh my days.
Ooh.
Sound effect.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
That's a bop.
It's a bop.
Great.
Shout out Wolfhowl, because I can never produce as good as he.
Shout out
as he-
Wolfhowl.
as he
Sound
does.
effects were amazing.
Yeah. So in the documentary, you can watch it back. It's when you guys perform Redeemer, and as you get crucified, it starts
Oh wow.
flickering.
Such a
It starts
crucifixion
flickering because that's
Holy
from that
smokes.
drop.
Let
yeah.
me get crucified to this.
The
bro.
beat drop.
Yeah, get me on there.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I'll probably just play like two more. So I'll play Miracles, obviously. That's in the credits. And then I'll play one of our older songs, the one I mentioned, Old Friends. Because I got to show you the music video for that. I can't play just the song. I got to show you the whole video. So this one was in the credits. Right when Chris says, "So what now?
What now?
What now?"
now?
And then...
What now? Let's hear a miracle.
The night started off typical, like the sequel to my favorite film.
That could have been improved.
But I was waiting the original. So I took a bite, walking to the light, and there in the street I just stared at the trees. Oh, just like my favorite music video. We wait for the sun in the summer full of chemicals. Yeah, it's what you wanted. I say I'm in love and I pray that reciprocal. At least I love myself. Even sunlight, strange times have made it colder. My past life is finally getting older, and I don't wanna feel like it's clinical. 'Cause I can't go back. Don't wanna feel like it's clinical. We wait for the sun in the summer full of chemicals. Yeah, that's what you wanted. I say I'm in love and I pray that reciprocal. I finally love myself. Even sunlight, strange times have made it colder. My past life is finally getting older, and I don't wanna feel like it's clinical. 'Cause I can't go back.
Ooh.
Don't wanna feel like it's clinical. Across the curb, I slur my words. I'm lost in my own sea. She takes my hand and leads me to the place I've only seen. In the video, she pulls back the curtain. I feel my purpose, and now I feel like it's criminal. And she gives me the chemicals. She gives me the chemicals.
that is Miracles.
Whew.
What a miracle! Incredible.
I think this is the first time you've heard the full song.
Yep.
Because in the credits, while that song's playing, you and Rennis are karaokeing over it in the car.
Oh yeah.
So like you can't really hear the full verses, and then it just cuts to like the drop. So yeah, what you think?
Well produced, very well produced.
Very well produced. I do concur.
And the lyrics are also very nice.
Yeah.
You can tell there's like a story and theme behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. So, for Miracles, I was kind of treading a fine line putting that song in the documentary, a documentary about mission trips and Christianity, because that song is about taking mushrooms.
Word. Word.
Oh,
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
So the lyrics make sense now.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Lean Into Me is a little better. You know, it's just it's romantic, it's cute. So, all right, so this is the one song I'll play that has, because this is one of the songs we actually have a music video. Also, I'm sure you guys are dying to see Darren in it.
Oh, yeah,
Looking nonchalant.
I'm dying.
He is going to kill me when he sees this, but that's okay. But I'm very proud of this song and what came out of it. All right, it might be
Let's see this.
might be too
Let's
small.
do it.
Too small. My phone, but it's here. All right, here we go.
Big City Dreams.
Who's that?
Who's
guy?
that? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Who's that guy?
Who's that kid?
The other artist, Lil SBC.
Oh, that's a real dude.
Oh.
I thought that was a stock photo.
No.
Damn, look at that lineup, bro.
You see Darren?
3 Asians in the hood, bro.
Oh, he's like, holy, those are bands.
Oh, that's Darren.
I see Darren.
Later that night, I got so drunk.
Whoa. This flow is crazy.
This damn break, I really give up. Go cheat on you, just oh, wait, you never see me the same way again.
Whoa! Is this you, Ryan?
What is that?
This is you?
Before me. You hear Darren harmonizing?
Oh yeah.
Later that night, I got so drunk. Where were you? Getting so high. I think that maybe this is why.
Very Christian friendly.
I really give up. Go cheat on you, just simple friends. Oh, wait, you never see me
Wait.
the again.
Yeah.
Wait, do I know that tree? Is the sandy place like that you're walking on by Trout Lake, like on the?
Where did you find this kid?
So, you're talking about the other guy, right?
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Well, we went to together, and then he did the Drake cover song.
Oh, he's the one with the Drake cover. Oh, where?
And then obviously that was
Yeah.
so famous all over the school.
Yeah.
Like that was all everyone was talking about at the school. So we kept this collab, like we kept this a secret for like almost a full year. Only like a few of us knew that we were even doing this. Might I also mention this guy was expensive. You saw those bills he was flashing in the video. Those are real money. This guy was expensive, but it's okay. It was for a big collab, and obviously with 27,000 views, let's say that video paid off.
How much you gave him for the collab?
I will not disclose that amount. It's maybe I'll tell you off camera. But yeah, that's before me. It was Ashley that would sing on it, so I was off the mic during that time. This was 2019, so yeah. What'd you think? Obviously, a much older song.
It's got a vibe to it. I can't even describe it. It's like 2014 Young Lean. It's like insane. Yeah. It's great.
I'm sure you recognize some of the locations.
Yeah, I know the places that are there, man. I'm like there half the time.
Well, we shot in 3 locations, because I'll tell you the video was a lot simpler. But then when he came over to collect his settlements for the collab, we're like, the video is not long enough. So like, all right, screw it. We'll just go to like the closest school nearby, because it was like a weekend that day. If it's not open, let's just get a couple extra scenes done. And yeah, that was it. So there was Darren looking nonchalant with the glasses.
Yep.
And I'm sure if you listen carefully, you can actually hear him harmonizing in the chorus.
I heard it.
Yeah. So an old classic. So that's I'm not sure what will happen after we put out Timeless Dream and Serenity. I'm not sure. Those are currently the only 2 that I feel that's worthy to put out. Also, I want to include those into the Mexico series. So yeah, the future is uncertain. I'm not sure yet, but
Let the people see.
Truth on that.
So has that given you any new ideas for your producing path, for your music path?
Definitely has. I'm inspired. I'm inspired. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel that raw energy that I'm trying to. Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. I like the songs. It reminds me of some of the music that my influences were influenced by, which is pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just thought it was a good time. It was a good time. The songwriting is really good.
Yeah. I mean, I can briefly tell you about the backstory of Old Friends.
Yes.
Every song that we've made is actually like comes from like a pretty dramatic context.
Yeah.
Except for the 2 new ones, just on the flight on the airplane. That's not very dramatic. But Old Friends was literally about I won't say their names, obviously, but there was this guy, and there was these 2 girls. Mm-hmm. This guy likes both of those girls.
Ooh. Wow. 2 times. Bro.
2 times.
That's crazy.
And yeah, so they're both feeling conflicted about it. Both of them like him back.
Oof.
Wow.
So it's a complicated
project. Hello there.
And so that's how the song was made. It was based off that. It was based off that. minus the drugs and the getting so high part. That was just, we needed something catchy to fit the beat.
Right.
So that was added after. But
interesting.
Yeah. If you struggle to write music, just think of your dramatic events and base it off that.
Totally.
That's literally like, that is a core piece of inspiration you can gravitate out of. But when you say you said you struggle with your vocals, right? You're trying to find a genre that fits
I'm just trying to find a genre that like fits Fits the vocal type.
I think what you can do is, because us guys have a lower voice,
Yeah.
you're better off harmonizing or supporting vocals. Like,
That's true.
There are some songs that definitely won't work with certain types of vocals.
Yeah.
So
for
you
sure.
you heard from like Serenity, it's a duet.
Yeah,
The other girl.
Yeah.
It's the full song all the way from start to finish.
yeah.
It's a duet.
Yeah.
So that can be an inspiration. I don't know, maybe like get your girlfriend or something to sing on it.
Yeah, I think my girlfriend does not want to sing. She does definitely not want to sing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm planning to send some of the unused stuff out too.
Yeah. We have plenty of unused stuff. So I'll end off this music segment by saying there is one more, or two more actually, two more tracks that are maybe coming out. One of them is written completely by Darren. It's called Brooklyn Dreams. You can ask him about it. The only thing we're struggling with right now is to actually making it sound good. We have the lyrics. He wrote the whole thing, but just the challenge is making it into a melody and making the song sound good itself.
Yeah.
And he's been sitting on that song since 2019.
Wow.
Years.
Wow.
Still haven't
Begging to
found.
come out, yeah.
Still haven't found a perfect spot for it yet. And the other one is it's called Happy Moments. It's still in its draft phase. It's a much more faster BPM, much more catchier tone. It's one like in the club or something you can jump to.
Ooh, yeah.
But that's still in the draft phase.
Nice.
So I hope that's given you some nuggets of wisdom, if you will, for your music career. I mean,
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to share? Because I've been doing all the sharing, so I gotta give you the spotlight.
Beats?
Yeah, you have anything you want to show?
Sure, I got some beats. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll end the episode on this note.
Sure, I can play some stuff. I only got instrumentals though, because
That's fine.
Definitely not sharing my vocals. I can guarantee that. Let me see. I can play this one. Hold up. This one's
Here, you can connect to this if you want to.
these aren't official titles, by the way, because I just need like a placeholder. I'll play one of the rockier ones, and I'll play one of the trappier ones. Okay. All right. Oh shit, I'm nervous now, man. All right.
It's okay.
It is. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah.
Oh wow. Did you play this?
No, but it was on the computer. Yeah.
Oh, it's a sample pack. That's what they're called.
Oh no, like I've actually like played the notes,
Oh,
but they're on like a
MIDI, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like one of the rockier ones that I made.
Oh, yeah, there's
definitely
it's a bop.
Definitely working on that sound. And this is one of the
Out of 10, I'll give it a 9. A solid 9.
what?
We'll
Alright.
also sign 9.
All right, and this is one of the trappier ones.
Who's doing the ad-libbing?
I just found the loop, like a.
Oh, it's a loop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I have not heard it on speakers. This does not sound as fire as I remember, but yeah.
Go on, Santos. What do you think?
I swear I heard this on TikTok. Was that you?
No.
Damn.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Hold on. I got so many songs. Oh, and here's some soundtrack work.
All right. Just a bit.
All right. Hold on. All right. You will see this in the Woodcutter trailer. Oh, this is the vocals.
You have fed me, and so you too shall feed. In the north horizon you will find a lake where angels bathe in wings.
This is part of the song, right?
Yeah, it's in the trailer. This is the trailer audio.
So you may die in company.
Eerie.
Thank you. Yeah. That's what the more soundtrack stuff sound like.
Yeah, that is eerie.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. So that's a sample of what I've been working on.
Okay. The viewers got a tease. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of your work. I can definitely see an EP with this.
Yeah. I listening to it on like those speakers, I'm like, oh, I gotta work on this, like for sure. But yeah.
But like if you, because the thing with albums is like it's like 10 to 12 songs. So it's a lot of content.
Yeah.
So I can see, I totally understand why EPs are like the norm now.
Yeah.
It's just much more simpler, like 6 tracks. And
it's
that's
not
about it.
like crazy to work on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess I actually kind of want to wrap this conversation, well, a little bit more of your, you just other parts of your life, like entertainment.
Absolutely.
You're a big Marvel Rivals player.
I'm a
aren't
huge
you?
Marvel Rivals player. Holy smokes, I've been waiting for this.
I have been waiting for this too, because damn, you passed me.
Yeah.
You caught up to me. And you passed me.
Yeah.
And then you hit Lord for Magic, right?
I hit Lord for Magic, yeah.
Your next target is this guy. You're level 38. He's gaining onto you.
Oh, you're 38? Wow. Okay, I'm
you.
inching towards it.
He's onto you. And so like what's been happening with your intense Rivals games?
So, it's like my girlfriend and I, we have like obviously we can't see each other all the time. So whenever we're not together, we always play Marvel Rivals. So, and we would play until like 2 a.m. So every day for a whole month, I've been sleeping at 2 a.m. because I've been playing Rivals with her. It's like a good bonding experience, sort of, except when I suck at my job and, people get killed. So, but I've been playing Magic, obviously. And the more I play Magic, the more I hate playing her because it's just so... it's like DPS is never my thing. I always play tank. So I've gotten Lord as Magic. I've gotten the Magic skin. And now I'm done. And now I'm switching to Doctor Strange for the most part. A little bit of Doctor Strange, a little bit of... I'm flex. So I play all kinds of tanks and some support as well. So, and I refuse to play DPS anymore. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in your defense, you did play one of the more easier to progress characters.
Yeah, Magic. Yeah.
I picked Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's such an uphill battle to get, because I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I'm like halfway to Lord.
Yeah.
Like I'm on Centurion. I'm on the last lap.
Centurion. Nice. Yeah.
So but I play like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
And I go check my progress. It's like I didn't even move an inch.
You
I'm
didn't
like,
move an inch, That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
But I'm sure the payoff when I eventually do hit Lord and change my icon, it's gonna feel so much more rewarding.
The payoff is good. Yeah.
Who do you play as?
Hulk.
Oh, word. That's amazing, man. So you're like the most useful person on your team all the time.
So what's your progress on Hulk?
Well, I used to play competitive, so
yeah.
I was at gold, so average,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
But I haven't played recently. So,
yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying that because he's catching up to you.
Right,
he's not that far behind you.
I'm inching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm actually surprised it's good that you're one of the few people who don't prefer DPS.
Yeah.
Because everybody
wants
to
play DPS.
And sometimes the teams become so unbalanced.
Yeah.
I have a kind of a reason to stick as DPS, but I'll tell you once I get Mr. Fantastic, I'm probably going to move on to a tank next.
Yeah,
do
definitely.
a thing or something. Like I need a break from DPS.
Yeah, one trick suck.
I suck at all the healers. Jeff is like the one guy I'm like decent at. Everyone else, I'm like so bad. I'm so bad. You should get into rivals.
I should. I don't have time to like play video games. Right
Yeah.
now, though.
That's a
That's fair.
responsible man right
That's
there.
fair. That's the sound of this guy's just been playing the two. I can vouch for him because I like check when I play with Darren. I like open the friends list and I just see under Darren's names. This guy's
Yeah.
just.
I mean, that's
locked
why I
in
play
games.
until 2 because, the
Yeah.
day is busy. So the only time you can really play is after
But yeah.
10 or 11. Yeah.
Is your girlfriend into video games?
Not really. Not really.
Damn.
okay.
If I play video games, it's just with my friends. So
Damn.
Yeah.
That would have been a great like bonding time.
just me getting mad and then yelling.
Yeah. That's not fun. That's
Yeah,
not fun when you
definitely
yell.
not fun.
Yeah.
You think Rivals has successfully defeated Overwatch?
Okay. All right. This is a sensitive
gotta
topic
get
because
controversial.
I am a day one Overwatch fan.
Yep.
I have like 300 plus hours on Overwatch. And I will say I feel like Rivals does everything Overwatch does, but like better. And I think the cast is more fun to play. And I think the reason for that is everyone in Overwatch feels underpowered, but in Rivals everyone feels a bit overpowered. And obviously being overpowered is much more fun than being underpowered, right? So I think in that sense, but you can't deny Overwatch's influence
Of
on
course.
the genre.
It's the OG.
And, yeah, so I'm not gonna dog Overwatch or anything, even though like in its current state it's like terrible. But yeah, Rivals is just like a fantastic game, and I like the people who work on it are very passionate.
Yeah,
about
definitely.
Marvel, which passion is like the most important thing for any.
And they're very up to date with like patches and like issues.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and
something
support,
happens,
yeah.
they're like, all right, we'll get right to
Yeah.
it right away. I think they're quite on par with Epic Games in terms of like keeping the game.
Keeping things active, yeah,
active,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Which
I
is
will
great.
say, I totally get your like frustration sometimes. I know you play Magic,
Yeah,
but I hate facing Magic.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
Magic-
so annoying.
Magic is rough. Yeah,
As I'm like, because like with Mr. Fantastic, your punches are extended.
yeah.
I can't reach her sometimes
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
she's like zipping through portals.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
annoying, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think I did have this deadline I set in mind
Yeah.
before the Fantastic Four movie
Yeah.
drops in July.
Yeah.
I hit Lord for Mr. Fantastic.
Nice,
So it's
nice,
probably
nice,
it's
nice,
probably
nice, nice,
makeable. So
That is a goal. Yeah.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
a good milestone to hit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, I think we gone through quite a bit.
Yeah,
Definitely. This is good.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna plug or share?
Yeah, I
before we
can
call
show
it?
you guys some game footage.
All right,
From-
we can
from
show
our
like
game.
30 seconds of it.
Yeah, it's like 5 seconds. Hold on. I'll play for you guys.
Yeah, Koyo's just alternating between Rivals and Fort.
I see it.
Oh, it's not playing.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So that's all the game is.
Nice,
You see it?
very nice.
Yeah. It's on Windows right now, but
Oh, that's really smooth, actually. That's really smooth.
it's fun. It's fun to play. It's fun to play.
Also, I will say a game that we've been great at doing, we definitely need to do more of, is Among Us.
Oh man, I hate Among Us. I'm gonna tell that to the camera. Yeah.
Obviously, its overall popularity is like dead, pretty much. Darren called me a nerd when we played because like I got a lot of my training from watching the Sidemen play,
Right.
and they are so funny and
Yeah, yeah,
entertaining
yeah.
when they play Among Us, and I think they're actually the sole reason why Among Us has a little bit of life.
Yeah.
So yeah, after binging their videos, because they're like 45 minutes to like an hour per video, so I got a lot of my training from that, just from like researching that. But I think we gotta play more of it.
Among Us is as fun as a friend group you play it with.
Yes.
Yeah, so if
it
it's with a bad
really
friend, yeah.
matters with the people you play with.
Definitely. It's not like Rivals where it's like
Public
you play
lobbies
with,
with strangers just won't work. It just
Exactly.
won't do it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, and also like you can really test your trust with people. Yeah, but yeah. Anything else you wanna anyone want to say before we wrap it up?
Keep living, keep smiling. Have a good day.
Have a good day. All right. Well, I had to say, thanks for joining the
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I think for now you're probably the last person of the fellowship I'm gonna bring on the podcast.
Word, yeah.
Because we have a couple new guests booked, some exciting ones. I think some
Nice.
of our older audiences watching may appreciate the next guest we have lined up. It's an old friend of ours, but I won't say who it is yet. You probably won't know him, but yeah. And then I guess I can tease this. We're doing another episode with Snack Attack soon in their new
Snack
studios.
Attack.
In their new studio in Coquitlam. So that'll be an exciting episode. But for this episode, Syndio, you've been a great guest.
Thank you so
You've
much.
been a great guest.
Thank you
and
so much.
Marcus,
Thank you so much.
you know, you've been a great co-host so far.
Yeah.
When we first
So far.
far.
we first interviewed you
Yeah.
back in December.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll probably bring you back for some other episodes because obviously our old co-host is back from Singapore now.
Yeah.
So it'll be situational now. We'll
All
see.
right.
Maybe
Sounds
like
good.
you're like you're on call. You're on
I'll
hold.
come in once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Amazing.
Yeah, maybe and maybe I don't know, maybe next time. You never know. I want to say like usually you don't tend to repeat guests, but you never know. Some guests are that good. Syndio's one of them.
Oh,
Syndio's
thank you so
definitely one
much.
of them.
I appreciate that.
So
Yeah, maybe when I have a track out.
Oh yeah, when you have more
Yeah,
stuff
when I have
when you have
something.
more stuff to plug,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, any final words to the viewers?
Have a good day again.
Have a good
Have a
day.
day
Have a good day
again.
again.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to him?
Good job with your work.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate
All
it.
right, Marcus, wrap up this video.
All right, that's the end of this podcast with Syndio Chun.
I was going to go and pray. I thought you were going to, let's wrap this up. I was like, okay, let's do it.
And make sure to subscribe. Check the link in the description for his upcoming films, upcoming music stuff coming out in the summer. And anything else?
Yeah, no, that's it.
All right, that's it. All right, thank you for watching.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, peace.